What's happening, everyone? Nicky Hawkins here, West Ham Fan TV, back once again with another video. Now, we're building up to the FA Cup game against Leeds at the weekend. The FA Cup obviously being one of the priority competitions after being dumped out of the League Cup this season. So I thought I'd get a guest on to talk through the Leeds game with you. It's Jack Durkin from the official Leeds United FC channel. Let me welcome him in the room now. Hi, Jack. How you doing, mate?
Not bad, pal. Not bad. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much for asking.
Good.
Let's get straight into it, mate. No time for niceties, I guess. Big game this weekend. Obviously, you want to progress in the cup, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think for us this year, especially with where we are in the league and what's happened with us with the plague of injuries that we've had, running the FA Cup would probably be something very good for us and very good for all the fans, something to look forward to. So getting through to the next round of the FA Cup would be massive for us, 100%.
How did you feel when you got drawn out against the Premier League team? Everyone, we all want the lower league teams going into these ones, but sometimes they can be banana skin. So, was you relieved? Did you think, oh God?
I mean, last year we got Crawley, and that was a massive banana skin for us because they beat us. So, I mean, we know what you're about. We've played you already this season. I mean, you're fantastic this year. I mentioned it on our previous talk for the Leeds channel. You've been fantastic. You're one of my favourite teams to watch in terms of the way you play football, and I like the club as well. I think West Ham are a great club. They've got a lot of history, and the fans are fantastic, much like ourselves, really. So, I mean, when we drew you, I mean, it's not the easiest of draws, let's be honest, especially away from home. Our form in London has never been very good. I mean, we've managed to get rid of the spell last season where we didn't win for ages, but it's still a difficult place to go. So, I mean, there was easier teams that we could have had, don't get me wrong, but you can only play what's in front of you, and yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a very tough game against you boys this Sunday.
I mean, obviously, it's great to have Leeds back in the Premier League. That they're a club that should have been there for, all the time that you were missing for too long. But we'll be able to sort of target this game. Will it be focused more on the league? There's a little bit of distance now between you and the bottom three, a little bit more than when it was drawn. So what do you expect him to be doing this weekend?
I mean, I think only Bielsa knows. Nobody can sort of predict what Bielsa does. With like I mentioned a minute ago, with the plague of injuries that we've had, we've not really got that big of a squad anyway, to be honest with you, Nicky. So even regards of if it's the league or the cup, we're still sort of putting out the same players because that's all we've got at the moment. We're missing Phillips, we're missing Bamford still, we're missing Cooper's out as well. So there's three of probably our spine, really. Aylin's come back, Koch and Llorente are back as well, and they played really well for us against Burnley at the weekend in a vital 3 points that you touched on, where we've probably come away from the relegation zone a little bit, and I think we're safe this season now. I think that was a massive game, and we've still got massive games coming up, but I think that one against Burnley really put us that little gap away from being down there. And I mean, in terms of Sunday and what team he's going to play, listen, I think it will be a similar one to Burnley. I hope Joe Geldhart gets a start because I think he's fantastic. I think he's got everything he needs to be a really good striker in the league. He's 19 at the moment. He scored his first goal for Leeds in the Premier League against Chelsea. He's won penalties for us, and he's a handful. So I hope he gets a start. In terms of the rest of the squad, I think it'll be pretty similar. I think Drama at right back might start, and he might rest Ayling. But regardless of those two, I think it will be a similar team as to what we'll see in the Premier League and the same sort of 11, to be honest with you, mate.
Yeah, just focusing on that. Who should we look out for? I know you said you got Bamford, Phillips and Cooper missing, but there's an obvious guy there, Rafinha, right?
Yeah. I think he's everyone's go-to player for who to watch out for because he's superb, isn't he? He's an absolute magician, and for what we got him for, I think it was 16 million, around something like that. At last summer transfer window, I think he's been absolutely he's been a revelation for us, and I think he's one of the top goal scorers in the Premier League, playing for a team in 16th, 17th. So that tells you enough about him and what he's about and what he can do for us. So yeah, definitely he's the player to watch out for. I'm not sure who he'll come up against for you boys. Is it John? Has Johnson been playing recently? Ben Johnson, is it?
He has. He could play in this game. Yeah, definitely.
So if it's him, then potentially Rafinha could cause you some problems. But yeah, if anyone's going to do anything for us and produce that spark and that bit of magic, it's definitely Rafinha. Yeah.
Well, good luck to Jack. Let me just push you quickly before we go. Scoreline?
I mean, realistically,
don't be shy.
I mean, realistically, if you're looking at it from an outsider's point of view, your favourites. Let's be honest. I think you're probably the definitely the bookies' favourites. Let's be honest. As a fan, obviously I've got to back us. Away from home this year, we've not been amazing. We've not been good at all, to be honest. But it's the cup. It's the magic of the cup, and who knows? We'll go down south, and I'm gonna say what I'm gonna go. What you did on my channel. We'll go 2-1. We'll go 2-1 Leeds because I think we'll concede. You've got Antonio. You've got Bowen. You've got players going forward that will cause us problems. But a Rafinha masterclass and a Joe Geldhart goal is what I'm going for. 2-1.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for coming on, mate. As Jack just said there, I did go over to the official Leeds United channel and do a little segment on their videos. Go and check that out if you can. Once again, mate, thank you so much for joining us.
No worries, top man. Thank you for having me on, mate.
After this weekend, good luck. And hopefully we'll see you somewhere down the road, but I'm sure we'll catch up with you later on in the season. But from me, one thing left for me to say, and that's come on you Irons.
Marching on together.
Nice one, mate.